Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good weekend. It's Monday, November 15th. We're going to talk about Gamestop, some technical analysis, option plays we got going on, a few other different moves we have. Newegg, Tesla, SPY, sub up, like up, comment down, happy money sticks around, and of course our RC tweet. We have a Twitter you can follow us on at HappyMoneyYT, as well as a Discord server. Link for that is in the description. Yeah, firstly, RC tweeted last night. It was at 1 a.m. Eastern time. He's on Eastern, so I don't know. It's kind of interesting tweet time. I don't think we've seen that before from him. I have a small Weeee backwards. Different theories on what that is. I have a small Weeee backwards. This is bullish. Thank you. One of them was about crypto and what was it? I'm gonna share it on here. There's actually a comment. How the smallest form, I think, of Ether currency is Weeee, something like that. I shared it in here. Yeah, Weeee is the smallest denomination of Ether. This could be that. It could be that South Park episode where that one's got a lot of hype behind it. Meaning South Park episode where they had to run around naked or something, and then first person to get dressed. I can't remember exactly, but I mean, none of us really know. We'll see though. I mean, today price action on GameStop was good. We kind of saw this end of last week. Everything flipped bullish, and I kept thinking it was going to come down here. And then the last, like, Thursday, Friday last week, it just seemed like it was building a nice floor, and we called it out. I mean, bullish MACD had higher lows. Everything looked good for the setup, and now today we're seeing it 2.5%. Pretty low volume, but better than last week. We're at 1.25 million right now. So Friday we didn't even have that much all day. We've got 30 minutes left. 1 million on Thursday, 1.3 on Wednesday. So we'll probably even beat Wednesday's volume. Maybe get closer to Tuesday's volume. But yeah, on the daily too, the MACD didn't want to cross bearish, held up. Kind of MACD is using the signal, looks like, for some support. All of our candles right now are under the 9, which isn't great, but it reminds me of this move back here where we had this spike and then it melted down, then we had this weird melt up that I was never convinced of. The only difference though, because see, here's our spike and this little meltdown, then maybe melt up. The only difference though is this was all bearish. See all that momentum that was already bearish by that point. This on the other hand is bullish. We have bullish MACD. That's a pretty big difference to me. So yeah, all signs are bullish, and we're grinding up. On the hourly, we've got nice big green candle over the 9, kind of a little I don't know, nice little pattern going on here, whatever it's called. 30 minutes, kind of a bull flag. Yeah, a little bit. Very nice. Yeah, so I don't know. We made new high, broke this resistance. That was good. And it seems like we're kind of using that as a support, kind of just trading around that. Staying above VWAP. It's all looking good. I don't know what Ryan Cohen's tweet means, but maybe it's good. So this is good, and we're still out of the wedge here. If you use logarithmic charts, then I think we're probably just now breaking out of it. I don't really usually use that, but yeah, we've even got this stepping up of the MACD here, right? Higher low. And I think on Friday's video or Thursday's, I was starting to say it seems like 200 might find support there. And I mean, every day that's kind of low volume and it doesn't, they're not just tanking it, is just more confirmation that yeah, that 200 floor is pretty well set. We'll have to see tomorrow, and I guess the rest of this week, kind of what happens. Max pain this week is at 190, so there's always that. Doesn't necessarily have to close at max pain. They've done that for many weeks. A couple weeks, or 1 week I think they missed. Not last week, but the week before they missed. It closed above it, I think right up here, or wherever that was. Let's see, oh, that's daily. So maybe this was it for this. But last week they closed at max pain. I've got I think it's an iron condor. I've credit spreads on both ends now, just to kind of hedge if it does kind of come down. I've got so much bullishness on it, so figured I'd give some bearish plays in case it does get closer to max pain by end of Friday. Even though this chart is very bullish on all fronts, except for I guess the candles are under the 9. Yeah, that's true. It is missing that. So not on all fronts, but on the hourly, it's definitely really good. And 4 hours still kind of bearish MACD. But yeah, even if it does come down, I'm not sure about it breaking that floor, that 200 floor yet. Kind of crazy. Tesla today, I'm not sure if what happened here. Tesla came down quite a bit. It was down like 4 something percent, 4.5%. Our puts were up, and then it just kind of flatlined and setting up a nice bear flag. However, the RSI on this thing was pretty oversold. And then if you look here, we've got this divergence. It's way more oversold back here than it is here, and this price action is lower than it was here. So there's that divergence, which sometimes it takes 3 of them before it actually makes a reversal. Sometimes they mean nothing, but was keeping an eye on that, and then all of a sudden it started rallying. So not sure. I heard Burry's filings came out showing that he closed all of his short positions. I don't know if that was part of it. Someone in chat was mentioning, in Discord was mentioning crypto was being pumped also. I'm not sure. It's just kind of strange though, just surge of volume and it ripped up. So we'll see. The MACD might end up closing bullish in 1 minute, but the green isn't really over the 9 yet. That's a week over the 9. Little cup and handle here. Actually, that being said, look at no, it's not that. It's the next one. Let's talk about Newegg. Remember I had the shares, I got out of them. It's like I don't want to hold these things. I took a little loss, I think like $600 loss on the shares, and now I'm back in it. So this thing, I mean, look on that chart, it looks like a definite cup going on. We'll see if the next day it builds a little handle, or if it just rallies. So it almost did a RSI divergence here, but it didn't. This high stayed higher than this one. So far, we still have 30 minutes to close. If this wick shoots higher and this RSI stays lower than this one, then that will be divergence. Which could mean that is the top and the strength is out and it's coming down. But besides that, I mean, this thing looks really nice. It set up this kind of bull flag pendant thing right here. Stayed above it, MACD stayed bullish, and we're just getting the move from it now. So I'll talk about the option plays I got on that. Conflict, we got calls on it, but I guess the CFO sold a bunch of shares over the weekend or last Friday, I guess. Or the news came out this weekend. So I don't know if he sold today or what, but yeah, it dumped on that. So that bull flag that was so nice, it might come back this play. We'll see. We'll see on that one. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Wish. I had a put credit spread on Wish. I closed it out. I was up 60%, and it was like basically right at the spread was basically right at the price. I was like, I don't want to risk it. And there you go. It's down 3%. I'm still bullish on this. It looks like it's found a nice floor. It's making higher lows. MACD's bullish. It's just had a nice consolidation down here. It seems like it's going to rally. Anytime we get a little volume. So I've got some new plays on that as well, but I closed out of the put credit spread for, I don't know, 60%. Let's see, what did I do on GME today? Oh, I opened up a call credit spread on GME. That's the bearish portion of my play. So the put credit spread we opened last week, the big one is this 192, 197 and a half. So 10,200 max gain, 13,700 max loss, 48 contracts. Yeah, this one's up 47% today, so I could close it. It's one of those things. I've pretty much only gained the weekend time decay as well as today's price action. I mean, of course, it being higher, that brought it up. I think the lowest it was today, that was like 30% up. I'm gonna let this go a little bit longer. I'd like to stretch it out till the week, or till Friday at close, try and get max gain on it. Just because the chart's still bullish, and if it does come down, I think this is pretty safe. This is the bearish kind of ceiling I gave on GameStop. It's a 207.5, 210. So again, the chart's all bullish, but I have so much bullish position on it. I'm like, in case they do just keep it down at max pain, which based on the price action, it seems like they will. It seems like it's still definitely under control, and this wasn't closing of shorts or anything like that. Unless GME starting to trade different all of a sudden, and that's possible. Something happened, some regulation just came into effect, whatever, and GME just starts trading differently. That could be the case. But I am expecting, I guess, if not, then probably close down closer to that 190 range. Dang, that's actually below this. I don't know. Maybe we won't even close at max pain this week. I guess that's just my little hedge in case it somehow does. Because that'd be below that support. I think it'd have to be below 195. I think that's the next one up. So yeah, we might be bailing on max pain this week, and that would mean probably some delta hedging for next week for market makers for the Monday, Tuesday. I don't know, this week could be crazy. We have a ton of exposure for it that I've tried to get out of some of it. I got these weekend calls, just in case there's news over the weekend, these 500 calls, 650 calls. Just a little bit of money on those. But then the big play I have for this Friday is the 280, 350 call debit spread, which hasn't really gone up at all. This has to need like 230 today. Let's see, 248, 243, about 240 today to break even on this. And each day I'll need higher price action for this to start gaining value. So that one, yeah, that's probably gonna be a loss. But we've got the credit spreads to cover the $6,400 position, that is, as long as they expire worthless, or at least one of them. And then the bearish one, yeah, this one, it's a little smaller. 2,400 gain, $3,300 loss. So it has to close below 207.52, that top or the bottom strike by expiration of Friday. And it might not. I'd be stoked if it didn't, and we're higher, like a lot higher though, not at 211. Hope we're like 350 by then. Yeah, so have exposure. Basically for me, my option positions are, I either want it to stay below by Friday, below that 207.5, somewhere between 207.5 and 195, I think, more or less. 197.5. Yeah, 197.5 and 207.5. So somewhere in that range. But max pain is at 190, so kind of interesting. I maybe should close that play. It's hard to know because this price action is so bullish. GME fakes us out though. So either in that range, or I'd like us, of course, to just start squeezing to 350. So I've got exposure for both. Plenty of exposure for both. I'm thinking I should maybe... I can't though, I can't. The chart looks too good. The bears play is just a hedge. I'll just leave it at that. So Newegg, I bought put credit spread as well as debit spread, I think. Yeah. Because the IV on this thing is pretty high. So, here's the wish calls. I got 7.5 wish calls for December 31st. And Newegg, we did put credit spread 18.5 by Friday. And we'll see. I mean, it's up 20% today, so it's not a very good time to be buying bullish positions on something, but this thing just looks too good. So we'll go for it. Maybe it'll be a move like this. If it is, then there'll be a lot of gains I'll miss out on, but there'll be definitely gains that we make. So this put credit spread is a $1,200 max gain. And then this debit spread, though, if it does rally, there's a $6,300 max gain. if it closes above 25 on Friday. So kind of see what happens with that. And let's see. I think that's pretty much it. Wish. Yep, Wish, and then Tesla. I did actually buy one more Tesla put. Even though it was in this oversold territory. I didn't want it. It was here and it was just grinding. I'm like, man. So I just bought a put, and then of course it rallied. I didn't like that oversoldness, but went ahead and did it, and then it ripped. So we'll see. It's not a crazy. The 900 put for Friday, so short term. We still have this 895 put, and I almost shorted a put when it was down here, and I just kind of barely missed it. I was gonna short it right here. I was gonna short one, and then I kind of missed it. I was like, I don't want to chase it, so I just left it alone. In hindsight, of course, I should have, but I thought I'll wait, and I'm gonna keep waiting on that one. Birds. Even came up a little bit. Now it's even. Oh, Wish is actually down a lot now, 3%. That's crazy. SPX call. Okay, what's going on? SPY kind of selling off as I've been talking. No, it did kind of have a pretty big red candle here right when European closed, and I don't know if it's reaction to the bond market or what, but yeah. Lucid put for earnings. Earnings are, I think, today after hours. What is it? Yeah, today after hours, as well as Birds. So hopefully Birds rips on their first earnings. But looking at Birds, I like it and I like everything about it. I haven't looked too close at their valuation, but they do have a pretty high valuation of $2 billion. Not to say that they're not worth that, but it's like, so I'm trying to think what was I comparing it to? Oh, Hellbiz. I think it's a lot more successful than Hellbiz. But Hellbiz's market cap is 346 million. So that's kind of crazy. And this one, a lot of that I think has just been from their hype that they've gotten. I mean, it's kind of settled back down, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see on that. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you in Discord. Peace out.